What's going on, guys? Aarava here, and welcome back to another episode of my Motorsport Manager Career Mode. We're back with the Singapore Grand Prix coming up, but before we get to that, let's just check over how things are going, what the game plan is for this episode. So our brakes are going to get done in 2 days, in 19 hours. We've still got to get the improved parts up. Let's just go 1 day. There we go. So the car repair's done, so we can get ahead on improving some more parts, I believe. Last time, we're just basically still working on our risky parts, obviously, because if you haven't caught up with the last 2 episodes last week, basically we're starting to make all these risky parts, trying to get them as high as possible to the max stats, because these will carry forward and act as a baseline for next year's car, so we want to try and get those as high as possible. I also want to try and get these 2 brakes that we've got as a result of the iterations we've been doing up to a good enough reliability to use them, basically, in the actual races we've got left. And then that's pretty much it. We've got HQ, obviously, being built still. That's 18 weeks away. That'll get done like slap bang in the middle of pre-season, basically. So I think that's pretty much it. So we basically just have to wait for this brake set to get done. So that'll be done literally now. So then we can get on to another part. Now, I'm not sure which one we'll do, but let's quickly do this first. So I need to remove... I'm going to... what are we doing at the moment? What risky parts are we improving? Just the gearbox and the front wing. So, and this new set of brakes. So, suspension... This is just an iterative part, so I'm actually going to take that off. It's not essential. Let's actually remove everything that's not risky, just so I can get a clear picture of what we're going for here. So we're going to improve this brake set. Don't want to improve that. So these 3 are our risky parts. So I need to try and get these to max possible. Considering there's only 4 races left, I'm actually just going to leave it at these 3 parts. Now, that may be a little bit annoying that we're not improving the rest of them, but obviously we're only concentrating on these risky parts. These are the ones that really, truly matter. So I'm going to even move this to 1812. Going to see how this reliability goes. Once these are about, I'd say 80, I'm going to take them off, and then we're going to focus purely on performance then of these 3 parts. Let's get back to designing, though, because I want to design another part. So brakes are good, front wing's good, rear wing is, well, rear wing was getting there, actually. Maybe it's worth, I don't know, how much... See, that's the thing. It's still worth to improve the non-risky parts, but like something like this, look, like 5 points is in it to improve the rear wing, just not worth it. I may as well make a new part for that. Same with the engine. So now, in terms of designing, I don't know, really. You know, gearbox is nearly there, and we could get there with improving the parts. Suspension, not so much, but if you remember back to GP2, even GP1, suspension was never that important, really. So I want to say maybe let's finally look at the engine, see what we can do there. I think we're on our 2nd iteration, so what could we realistically do? We've got, oh, Jesus, build time +5. 40 to max. So what could I do here? 40 to max, 25 to max. That's 1408. Is there... I'm going to just kind of tweak around, see if there's any better combination. No, that literally is it. That is the best combination I can get, which is this one and this one, which will give us a 1,408 performance potential. And you can see the current best is here at the moment. This would have a base of here, which is actually lower than we have at the moment. But if we improve it, it can go well past it. So that'll take 19 days, 5 days after this race. That's decent enough, I think. That'll cost us 1.6 million. We can afford that. Let's go ahead and build that. I think this will be our very first, or second, no, sorry, our 2nd engine iteration, but our very first risky part for the engine. So I think that's a positive step forward. So I think we're pretty much good. I'll continue on. As I said, I want to check out the reliability of those brakes and just be like, pause it now, I would say. And let's just check how the reliability is going on. What's it like? 68%. Okay, let's move this back here for a sec. Let's speed that up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, let's pause it now and let's see what the reliability is like now. It is, okay, that's good enough. Okay, remove those 2. What should we put back on? I want to say put back on this rear wing, put back on this suspension part. Because if we don't have enough time to make risky parts for the rear wing and suspension, I want to get these 2 right here as high as possible. Obviously, we've got risky for gearbox, risky for front wing. We will have a risky for engine, and we do have a risky for brakes. So now this final slot is basically reserved for the engine. But I may as well just improve this engine while we're at it. may as well for the next race. Upcoming report on Singapore. Obviously, Singapore was actually back in GP2, a very good race for us. 30-lap race, likely to be some rain, okay, 35%, okay, decent enough. And our boss is very happy with us. Okay, awesome. Right, going to continue on, and that will be traveling to Singapore very, very soon. Obviously, the engine will get done afterwards, so let's just move this on up here. Right, we're at the Singapore Grand Prix, so we're going to get into that. Also, quickly before, though, some people were suggesting that I should really look into improving my, what is it called, the staff, basically, because there's been a lot of, how you say it, butterfingers at the pit stops. Like, even on balance, it's been pretty poor. We've got a contract with Danny, which is 15 months, so I don't want to break that contract. I'm fine with just running Nicole's contract out and basically signing a new person, but I don't want to break Danny's contract for a year. But we are going to scout for Nicole, so I'll do that quickly right now just before we go to Singapore. Right, obviously a lot of these race mechanics are under contract, but literally the best ones are already signed to teams, so I think it will be quite an expensive thing. But, you know, we look at people like Abby here, she's only got 3 months left on this contract with the fake Ferrari team, so I think we're just going to I'm going to keep an eye on this, and basically towards the end of the season, I'm going to look to try and basically poach and snipe one of these mechanics, essentially, from other teams before they re-sign. Because obviously in pre-season, there's all those emails about people re-signing, switching teams. Hopefully I can be one of those people that kind of, persuades one of these mechanics to come to us, hopefully. Especially if, we keep in this 3rd place, which we got last episode. But let's head over to Singapore now. So, sponsor-wise, I'm going to go for 7th above again, just easy money, really. Hopefully we do get this bonus, because if we don't, we're going to lose money once again for the 2nd race in a row, just because things are getting quite expensive lately. So hopefully we can do that. The tyre weigh is going to be high at Singapore, but fuel burn's very high as well. So that means it's going to be a very aggressive strategy for most people. So once again, I'm thinking a lot of super softs. We'll take a couple of softs just in case, but I highly doubt we'll use them. I mean, so far, personally, I just don't see any gain in these harder tyres, because if you don't have a good enough car, you can't use them quite effectively. It's better for us to just go as fast as we can. Anyway, for the first time in a while, we can use these 2 new brakes, so very, very awesome. They're actually the same equal performance, actually, so that's pretty damn cool. So, engine-wise, we're fine. Not going to use the risky front wing. Not going to use the gearbox. We're fine. Rear wing is all good. Yep. And the suspension. Yep, that's all fine. Right, let's go to practice. It's going to be nice and clear. Race will be clear, but as we know, that could be complete bollocks, but we'll see. Right, just about getting towards 30 seconds left in the session. We should, hopefully, fingers crossed, just get level 3 on the tyres and the race trim. Setup-wise, we've got all 3 excellents for Pernay. At least that's when I sent her out. You never know. While she did the entire, 9-lap stint she just did to end this session, she may have changed her mind. But when I sent her out last, it was 3 excellents for her. And Balcazar, just under that, I think 2 excellents and a grey. I'm hoping I've made one last change. Once again, Balcazar, always a little bit trickier, a bit more polar with the setups. Pernay just kind of, you give her 2 setups, and by 2 setups, she's usually like, yeah, that's fantastic, that's excellent. So, yeah, we'll see. But in terms of the pace, I mean, I never read too much into it as usual, but it's okay. But we got all the knowledge there. We did get level 3, indeed, you saw. So we're all good. We can hopefully get that 600k, although a lot of it depends on where we are on the grid. So let's see. Drum roll, where are we? 4th and 6th. Decent. We can work with this. We can work with this. Right. So, practice, knowledge, what we're going for. Ooh, light-footed super softs. That will be very useful, I feel, especially around here. So I'm going to go for that for Balcazar, and then for Pernay, she does not have that, so we're going to go for super softs and race trim. Let me quickly look. Is there any rain? Doesn't look like there's going to be any rain, unless it comes at the very end, like lap 22, but I doubt it. But you can see there, in the end, as I mentioned, 2 excellents and a great, but still triple excellent for Pernay. Anyway, fuel-wise, okay, these tires go 10 laps, probably about, I would say 9 or 8 or 9 for Pernay, probably actually 10 for Balcazar. So I'm going to fuel up for 11 with Balcazar. With Pernay, I will fuel up for, I'll fuel up for the entire 12 with Pernay. My thinking is I'm going to go a lot more aggressive on fuel with Pernay, because I suspect, even if Balcazar did not have the light-footed trait, Pernay always seems to wear out our tyres more, even if I literally put them on this same exact strategy. It's just, there's a difference there with those 2 drivers in terms of the tyre wear that they both have. So I think we'd go for what we did basically last time, which is we know she's going to wear out her tyres, so you may as well gun it on the engine and try and offset that delta time, basically, with the tyres going off. So that's what we're going to go for there. We should have the reliability on the engine, although if you remember, historically, Singapore's always been quite tough on the engine. But I think we should be okay. We won't go too crazy with overtake mode for the entire time, but you know what I mean. So, from 4th and 6th, so they line up right behind each other. Here we go. 5 red lights to the Singapore Grand Prix. Come on, let's get that money. Let's keep the ball rolling on the sponsorship. Here we go. It's a good start from Balcazar into turn 1, up into 4th. And Pernay up into 3rd place, so very good start. Pernay, actually, let's focus on her. She's up into 2nd, up into 1st place. Oh my god, she is absolutely balling that one. Let's go down to pushing already for her, just to make sure she doesn't completely wreck her tyres straight away, because she isn't the one with light-footed, whereas Balcazar is. So I'm not too fussed about her continuing to attack, and she is the one behind in 4th place. But what an electric start from Pernay. Wow, 2 purple sectors, still staying ahead for now. Let's speed this up, shall we, finally? Let's see how this pans out. At the moment, I have a suspicion, to be honest, that Pernay eventually is going to go down the order. But let's see for now. We're going to go on high fuel mixture, and we're going to go on pushing for Balcazar. Actually, you know what? Do you want to... What? Oh, safety car's out. Oh, I was so confused there. No, I don't want to pit. Ignore, pause. Right, going to go low fuel. Back up, low fuel, back up. Okay, this may help us out quite a bit. See, this is why I wasn't too fussed about us losing the safety car. You know, I didn't fight it too much because I thought the entire grid would. Because the safety car is going to come in handy for us, but also everyone else. As you can see, everyone's going on low fuel. But, okay, that's going to help. So the situation at the moment is tyre wear 83 to 86. So light-footed already showing up a little bit. Fuel-wise, you can see Balcazar on lower fuel. But we are going to not push as much, and we are going to go overtake mode the entire time for Pernay. But at the moment, 1st and 4th, can't complain at the moment. Right, safety car's heading to the garage, so I'm going to go on high fuel right now. I'm going to get ready for this start. I've already had them on attacking on that last little sector of the lap, so they can just get straight on it there. And so Pernay still leads the way. She's actually got a pretty decent getaway there, actually, to be fair to her. So that's good stuff. We're going to go and pushing now for her. And going to continue on high fuel. For Balcazar, I'm going to go back to medium. And we're going to go on pushing for her. And you know what? Let's go neutral for Pernay. Really need to make sure we save these tyres as much as we can for her. Whereas Balcazar, obviously, she does have that light-footed trait. So I can afford to keep on pushing for her. So basically, they're just the opposite of, you can see the color coding wise on the tyre wear and the fuel. They're basically just flipped, essentially. So now we're going to go neutral for Balcazar because she's in that good temperature range. We can continue right slap bang in the middle here for Pernay. This is where we want to be for Pernay on that tyre wear front. We need to be there. Whereas Balcazar, we're fine. It's actually probably continue pushing, to be honest. Let's continue pushing. Now we'll go neutral. Right, it's lap 8, getting towards it, and our tyre wear's 38% at the moment. So I've literally just put it on overtake. We're going to keep it on overtake mode for Pernay, because by the time that fuel runs out, it'll be time for the pit stop. And to be honest, it might be time for the pits pretty damn soon, I would say. I mean, let's slow this down a little bit. What is everyone else on? Everyone's going neutral at the moment. Apart from Balcazar, who's on conserve. But Balcazar, actually, let's hang on. She's up into 3rd, actually. So, fair play, fair play. Now, I want to pause it. Is 2nd place going to come in? No. Doesn't look like Vidal's going to come in. Is Sharp going to come in? Nope. And neither is the fake Raikkonen. I believe that's the fake Raikkonen. So, right. Pernay, let's continue on for one more lap on this overtake mode in the fuel. One more lap. Balcazar, she could probably go maybe literally 3 more laps on that neutral fuel, but one more lap, I'd say, with Pernay. Yeah, one more lap. I think she's got one more lap in the tank, and we're basically going to continue on with the rest of the AI cars, basically, so I'm happy with that. So let's push on this in lap, and we're going to come into the end of this lap. So we're going to pit. Right, another set of super softs. We went 10 laps there with the aid of the safety car, so probably about 8 laps without the safety car, so let's fuel up for 8.45. I want to say probably 9.45. What's our power condition like? What's the engine like? 84%. Okay, so we can afford to push the engine a little bit more and continue to do that. So, balanced pit stop for that. We've put a little bit more fuel in, and we got another set of super softs. So, that's going to be the plan for Pernay. Let's slow this down while I just look to Balcazar now. What's the plan with her? Right, 10 laps. She could probably go another solid 2 laps, I'd say, if we start to push her, basically. If I put it on pushing, I would say she has 2 more laps in it, also with the fuel. So that's pretty much perfect. So I'd say probably as soon as Pernay's in here, I'm going to go to pushing with Balcazar. That's going to be the plan there. We've gone high as she exit the pits. So Balcazar's going to continue on. Pernay will come out the pits. And I'm going to have her on pushing the entire time. Let's try and get past these cars, shall we? She's up into 8th, so she's already made 2 overtakes on the exit of the pits there. Balcazar is going to continue on for another lap. Yeah, and one more lap. We're going to go high here. Actually, overtake mode. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's gun it. Let's gun it. We're going to go to neutral for Pernay. Overtake mode for a little bit here, let's say. Let's overtake mode for a little bit. And then Balcazar is going to come in at the end of this lap. Right. So, super softs. We had... How much tyre wear do we have left? We had 29%. Okay, pretty much bang on, I would say. So, she went 12 laps. Probably would be a legit 10 with the light-footed trait. So, let's go for 10.11. Yeah, 11's fine. Oh, 91% engine. Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's go for one more lap of fuel then. And balanced. Right, she'll come in. Let's slow this down because she's going to come in. But let's focus back on Pernay. Where is she and everything? Right, 6th place. Fuel's looking okay. Right, I'm going to go to high fuel now. Just for a little bit here. Just for a little bit. Conserve as well. Actually, let's go conserve in overtake mode for now. Ooh. Oh, no. Oh! Cut! You're kidding me! Again, Pernay crashed just as she crosses the line. Are you kidding me? It was someone coming to the pit. Honestly, I don't know if it sounds like I'm complaining all the time, but I feel like I get very unlucky with Pernay crashing as she crosses the line. Oh, she has to do an entire lap now with that front wing. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Right, fix that. That'll take 6 seconds. New set of super soft tyres won't add anything on it. Can we add fuel as well? Will that add any time? No, it won't. So it may as well add 9 laps of fuel. Oh god, for goodness sake. Right, fast pit stop. May as well. She can be so down the order now. Oh, fuck's sake. Right. Yeah, I'm glad they got a drive through. Bloody see you next Tuesday. Crashing into Balcazar. Not Balcazar, Pernay, for frick's sake. Right, well then. Gonna have to focus on Balcazar, really. Please allow teammate through. Yep, you already did it. Don't worry. Flipping fantastic. Love it. Banter. Really find that very, very nice. Very satisfying. Great. Right, let's slow this down. She's into the pits. It was a bad change on the tyres, so he lost 3 seconds there. So it was a 9-second pit stop. That actually basically works out as the equivalent of what it would have been if we went on balance, to be fair. So that was okay. But now we have a real job on our hands to basically push this entire race and try and catch up. But she's in 18th. 18th. And we're in 4th at Balcazar. The difference is amazing. Thanks F1 gods. Thanks F1 gods. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Right, so game plan for Balcazar. We're going to go and conserve right now. Try and bring these tyre temps back down to a reasonable range, like in the midway stage here, I would say. Continue on high fuel, because obviously we filled up more than we had to try and push. And we'll try and catch 3rd place if we can. It looks like we may be doing that, actually. And we've got 15 laps remaining, so we're halfway through this race. So we should be good to continue on and basically strap on, I would say, a final set of super softs and do a 2-stop on super softs. So looking good there. For Pernay, going to be straight up honest, I think her race is already wrecked. I'll continue to push her with the overtake mode, but I don't see much hope here. Let's see. She's already up into 16, so I'll keep you updated, but let's see. If she can perform miracles and get into the top 7, I will bow down to her. I really will, but I don't see it happening. Meanwhile, with Balcazar, she's good now to maybe go back on neutral now. It looks like, again, like we did in GP2, if I remember, we're going to be yo-yoing from neutral to conservative to keep it in this good tyre wear range. And the entire time we'll just keep on high because we've got the tyre wear for it, so we'll just keep on high fuel level. And we are catching 3rd. Visually, we are closer to 3rd, so I'm feeling confident about this. We could be on for a sneaky podium, knock on wood. Right, back on conservative, 12 laps remaining. We are closing up still to 3rd. As I mentioned, yo-yoing. Pernay's up into 15th, so she overtook one more person. So, decent, decent. She's got, how many positions is that left to go? 8 positions left to overtake Pernay. And then you will literally be a demigod to me. So, keep it up. We're going to go on high pushing, actually, because she's not got the fuel level for this. So, we'll continue pushing. Really go ultra, ultra. Don't give a crap about the car anymore. Aggressive, basically, with her. I'll go on high, just so the tyre wear kind of levels out with the fuel for her. So by the time it gets to about 29%, the fuel level will be just about correct, I would say. Yeah. Yeah, she can do one entire lap now on high. Just about. Just about, I want to say. Just about. Medium fuel. Let's go attacking here. She's up into 13th, actually. That was actually decent. She overtook 2 people there. So let's continue on pushing. Let's go high. We're going to pit this lap with her. Right, another set of super softs. Fuel level wise, let's go. She's still got the engine for it. 68%, yeah. Let's go 10 laps of fuel there. Park conditions fine. Fast pit stop. Let's just risk it. Risk it for a biscuit. And another set of super softs. Yeah, let's go for it. Right, she'll pit in this lap. Balcazar's can continue on. And now we'll go neutral. We'll continue going on high. She's in 2nd place at the moment, so she's doing a fabulous job. Right, Pernay. Good pit stop, please, please. Praying, praying, praying. Yes, there we go. Finally. Thank you, pit crew. Thank you. Right, overtake mode, balls to the wall. Let's go do this. Push as hard as you can, Pernay. Keep it going, keep it going. Keep the morale up, girl. Keep the morale up. Whereas with Balcazar, let's go overtake mode, attack. Let's really attack this in lap then, shall we? And we're going to pit in this lap. Soft. Super soft, I should say. How many laps left of the Grand Prix? 7. 7.45, 8.45. We've got the engine wear for it. Yes, we do. We don't have the gearbox, though, so we may need that extra fuel to really push quite hard. Let's go balanced. Let's not risk it with Balcazar there, but she's done good work on that stint. Pernay up into 12th. Okay, I'm actually feeling very positive about this. She could actually do this. She could actually get into the top 7, potentially. Maybe. I don't know. Anything's possible. Right, good pit stop for Pernay. Balcazar, I should say. I keep mixing their freaking names up. But she's out in 3rd. She's out in 3rd. Get in there. She's out in 3rd. Awesome. Right, go neutral. And we'll hold station like that. And I'll, again, yo-yo from neutral to conservative with her. And keep an eye on the fuel. With Pernay, same strat the entire time. Just pushing, balls to the walls. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can do this. I have a feeling you probably may need to make a last-minute pit stop for Pernay with this tyre wear, but I don't know. Let's see. What happens if I go conservative here? And let's try and go conservative, but high in the fuel. Don't know if that'll work. Don't know if she'll overtake someone. Let's see. With 11th place. Right, 3 laps remaining. I am just going for it now because I think if I make another pit stop, it's just going to be a nightmare. So I just need to keep on pushing with Pernay and just trying to hope for the best. And hopefully we can just about make it to the end of this Grand Prix on more tyres. She's up into 11th. Okay, she's doing a pretty decent job. Let's be fair to her. She's doing a pretty damn decent job. She's still got excess fuel. We've still got excess fuel for Balcazar, so let's go overtake mode. She got the engine wear for it. Her brakes are a little bit on the iffy side, so I'm hoping she can make it through to the end. But where is she in all this? She's just ahead of 4th, catching 2nd. Right. Oh, God, 4th. There we go, side by side. Oh, round the long right-hander. She's been overtaken. She's still going side by side. Come on. Final lap of the Grand Prix. Final lap of the Grand Prix. Attack. Final lap. Attack. Go on. Yes, up into 3rd. Nice. Up into the podium positions. Can she hang on? Can she get 2nd? I don't know. It's going to be too late, but it is going to be a podium position, I think. Yes, it is. Across the line. Pole. Not pole. Why the fuck did I say pole? 3rd place. 3rd place. I got overexcited. I said pole for a second. It's not pole. And we ran out of fuel for Pernay. Oh. Banter. My bad. Well, it was a long shot. I kind of got too carried away looking at Balcazar once again. Never mind. Another polar opposite race, though. 3rd place for Balcazar. Get in. Nice. And for Pernay, let's be honest, I called it all the way at the beginning of the race. When she broke her front wing, that was race over for her. She was going to be, at best, up into 10th, which is not even points, and not even our sponsor target, so yeah, doesn't really matter. If she's coming 8th, she may as well come 18th, in my opinion. But Balcazar, 3rd place. What would have been with Pernay? Pernay was leading still. She could have maybe won this damn race. Right, 3rd place, bronze there for us. Nicely done. Balcazar moves up into 5th. in the Drivers' Championship, and we actually moved down to 4th, despite getting a podium by 1 point there, because Chariot, I believe, probably then got a pretty good, yeah, they got 1 there, and then did they get another one? No, wait, hang on. How did they manage that then? Oh, wait, no, it must have been the race results, my bad, that's the championship. Oh, Chariot got 2nd place. They didn't get another points paying position, but the gap between 2nd and 3rd is big enough that they overtook us in the constructors. That's annoying. Right, we're only 1 point behind though, so even though it doesn't mean anything for the prize money, I still want to try and get that, just for pride's sake, just for pride. Right, 225,000, awesome. So we're on 2.7 million, which is not too bad, I would say, not too bad. That's good stuff. Right, so the Australian Grand Prix is next, I believe. Yeah, Sydney. Mail-wise, interview with Channel 6. Yeah, it was hit. Do you have a message for the French driver? It was your fault. You were at fault. New personality trait added. What's this? How dare you? Well, you are the See You Next Tuesday who crashed into her, so I blame you. She could have won the damn race. Right, engine's going to get done day in a bit, so we're going to wait for that. Car repair's done. Sponsors there. One moment, please. 1 moment. Right. Engine's done. Awesome. Right. So, improve parts. Let's remove this engine. Add this one on. Oh, this engine wasn't even risky. Decent. That engine wasn't even risky. Did not see that. Fair enough. Fair enough. Right. Reliability-wise, may as well add some stuff. I want to use this engine, actually, because it's not risky, so we may as well add it. And that's all I'm going to improve. Yep, because that'll get done. Look at that. Okay, so if I go to that, I'll get... okay, 95 there. Alright, didn't look at that properly. Anyway, never mind. Right, designing new parts. Let's see. You guys said engine was very, very important, so let's try and see if we can do another one. So now we're on the 3rd iteration. I don't have great unlocked, but I can do 2 of good. So if we do plus 40 to max, plus 30 days, plus 25, that's going to be 1438. Let me play around with this, see if I can get any higher. Nope, I can't get any higher. That is the higher one, because these other 2 are reliabilities and these 2 are build time. So that is the best engine I can build this season. The best engine I can build this season. So I think that's good. That's good. That's decent. I'm up for that. So that'll get done 6 hours after the Sydney Grand Prix. Okay, decent. I can just about afford that. We'll get to 1 million there on the dot. Feeling good about that. Right, sponsors. Slot 1. Golden Tiger all looks, 250,000 per race. 12th or above, 13th or above. Higher up from payment though. And also, I've already got PlaySport that I'm still using, so let's just take this. Better upfront payment, and at the moment I'm just thinking about short-term money, to be honest. So I'll go for that. Right, we've got the GMA vote coming up, finally, for the refueling. This is the one I'm passionate about, because I really do want to see the larger tanks come in. So at the moment we're 1 against and 3 for 4. I'm going to go all in. 3, voting 4. I want the fuel tanks to change. This will not benefit teams with lower budgets, apparently. But what the game doesn't know is my style of doing races, which is I prefer a bigger tank of fuel. Because, yes, it's going to cost us more, but I prefer when I can play around with the fuel a lot more. And if you remember back to GP2, towards the end of the season, I actually felt I concentrated better when I could just leave the fuel tank alone and not worry too much about it, running out of fuel, basically. So, I'm going to go 4. Continue. Let's skip to the end, please. Come on. Yeah, there we go. 9. There we go. Right. May have wasted some votes, but you can't tell with these things, so I'm happy we did that. So, it's ended. Rule change was approved. It'll be implemented for the 2023 season, which is the one coming up. Awesome. Pernay ties the knot. Oh, congratulations. Awesome. Just married. Life is wonderful. Okay. Nice one, Pernay. Nice one. Have a nice one on the married life. Telemetry center. What the hell's that? No, don't care. Sydney. Right. 40% chance of rain. 22 laps. Is it the same layout as last time? Is the one we did last season? Yes, it is. I think I had semi-fond memories of Sydney. There were some really great ones we had at Sydney and some really, really shocking races at Sydney. Right, here we go. Time for the Australian Grand Prix. Let's just have a look in and give you an update on how everything's working out. So, we still can't use this engine because it's poor reliability. That's fine, because I really do want to just focus on the performance, really. And 33 days after the race, I think that's decent to say we're doing 6 parts at the same time, in my opinion. So let's go. Right, what do I want to go for? Considering we did pretty damn well, I'm actually in a good enough mood to maybe just go, fuck it. Let's just go for 3rd or above. We could do it. We could do it. Acceleration's crucial. Low speed crucial. I think, you know, looking at the car where we're at, could do it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Tyre weigh is high. Fuel burn's medium. So I think, again, this will play into our favour, I think. Right, about a minute and a half, just about, as I start to talk to left. I can't talk English. Left for practice. We're not going to get level 3 because I forgot that Australia is actually bloody long as a circuit. 1.5 minutes. So just not possible to get level 3. I mean, we may get close right toward the end, but I think we're just about frustratingly not going to get it. But in terms of setup-wise, we're good. 98% for Pernay, I believe. I think roughly the same for Balcazar, so decent. So again, I really do think we can actually get this 3rd place. Fingers crossed if everything goes well. Really, more so, I'm just hoping that both drivers have a good race and have Pernay be up there with Balcazar, because I keep saying it, but it's just so true. I think she could have even won that race last time out, unfortunately. But yeah, there you go. We didn't get level 3, just ticked over there. But we got level 2. I doubt many of the AI cars got more than level 2 as well, because the circuit's just so long. Race time, and it's raining. Okay, throws everything out of the water a little bit. Literally, get it? Water. Right, so grid position. Oh my god. 4th and 19th. Even you guys say I have it against Pernay. The FIA, the GMA here have something against Pernay. 19th. Okay then. Balcazar though, 4th place, and she's good in the rain. So this could get spicy. But let's look at the weather. Oh my lord. Well, that's safe to say it's looking like a monsoon there. Yeah. Right, in terms of the perks then, I would say super soft, race trim. Actually, you know what? Risk taker. Fuck it. We're not going to use the super soft for a while. Risk taker. May as well. Race trim. I don't even know it's going to be intermediate at any point in this race. So, I don't know. I'm going to... I don't know what to do. Super softs. That may have been a minute of like the weirdest sounds ever. But okay, I couldn't decide. But we're definitely going wets at the start. How long do wets go for? 15 to 17. So basically, yet again, you're gonna have to make pit stops for fuel. And not really need it for the tyres, but we may as well change tyres at the pit stop as well with the fuel. But we'll go as usual. Attack, overtake. Right. This may be a bit of a linear Grand Prix right at the beginning here, but let's see. It's you can see by about lap 5 it's going to get sunnier, but it's still going to be raining. Okay, let's just go. We go to 5 red lights to the Australian Grand Prix. Here we go. And it is a mediocre start. No, it's a shocking start. Balcazar's down to 6th. Pernay down to last place. Okay, not the best of starts, but come on, Balcazar, get back in this. Back up into 4th place. Decent. Right, I need to remember which angle is best to look at this circuit. This way? Yeah, this way. Also, I like the fact that the circuit's lit up with floodlights and it's raining. I would like to see that in real life. They don't use that enough. When it's raining around circuits, I think it looks gorgeous when they have floodlights out. They should do that in real life, F1. I don't know if anyone's with me on that, but I think it looks pretty damn cool because you got all the kind of reflection off the rain droplets. Anyway, let's fast forward this and see how we get on. Let's go on to medium fuel straight away because basically the longer we can take the fuel, the better, essentially. So we're doing the exact opposite of everyone else, but I want to try and take the fuel as long as we can. There's a virtual safety car out though. Ooh, pause. Virtual safety car, low fuel. Save all the fuel we can. Even it's only for 50 seconds, but every little helps, as Tesco would say. Right, pause it. Right, medium, high, pushing, medium. There we go. Right, let's go like that. Actually, you know what? Overtake mode. Let's go attack. Because basically we can attack these, stretch out the fuel, and basically they'll level out. So by the time we have to come into the tyres anyway, the fuel will be down anyway as well. That's my hope, but you never know. But we've got first place man already saving fuel, and all these guys pushing. So I think we're on the right track, I think. If the leader's doing it, I think we're in a good stead. Or that may just be a glitch. I don't know. But he's being caught rapidly by second place. Right, middle of lap 4. Balcazar's in 4th. Pernay is unfortunately still 19th. Although, to say this, let's slow this down. The actual gap on the circuit from 19th to 4th, in my opinion, that doesn't look too large. So I think we could get back into this with some cheeky strategies, maybe. I'm hoping, does it dry out eventually? Yes, it does. I'm hoping then, by around lap 11, we can do something. We can be a bit cheeky with the strategy, perhaps. Go on inters early. I don't know. Something like that. And we can get going like that. Right, anyway, we're going to go pushing now because the tyre temp's in a good region for the wet tyres. And Pernay did overtake someone briefly up into 18th, but now she's back down to 19th, unfortunately. But the fuel will go 4.9. So that will be lap 9. Okay, on the dot, lap 9. And then that's when, really, the rain will start to decrease. Do we go even longer then? I wonder. Do we go even longer? I'm going to go longer with Pernay. That's our new strat. I'm going to go super, super conservative. She's 19th already. Going to go super conservative and try and get to the point where I can maybe cheekily go on inters. Maybe. Let's see. I'm going to try this. With Pernay. May as well. She's 19th. What she's got to lose. Whereas Balcazar, I think we'll just stick with what everyone else is doing, which is pretty much what I'm doing right now with her. Right, we're on lap 7. 2.9 laps of fuel. I think if we push now with Balcazar, we could pit in a good period where it's still going to be worth to have the wet tyres on. But basically not so much of a drag that we've gone so long into the inters period, perhaps. So I'm going to push now. And I think the undercut could be pretty good here. So I'm now going to push for probably, I would say this would just go about 1.5 laps. So pretty much where I am now. And then I'll pit in. I'm actually rapidly catching third. So let's see. Do I pit in now? No, let's continue on for one more lap. Go on high. Yeah, this is good. We are catching quite well, actually. Come on, Balcazar. Right, third place is going to come in. So much for an undercut, but at least I pushed at the correct time because all these guys are still on bloody medium fuel. So we're good. You're going to pit in. Right, another set of wets. Right, fuel options. How much do I fuel up for? Right, I would say lap 16 is the inters period around. So I need... how many is that? 5, 6. Let's go for 8 so I can use fuel. Pit strategy balanced. Right, gonna come in. Overtake mode. Come on. Right, into the pits. Please be decent. Also, oh my god. Okay, this is close. Oh my, I'm so glad I caught this. She's not gonna make it. Oh, my plan's not gonna work. Oh, bloody hell. Right, gonna have to go wets. Right, fuck it. You're going to use even more fuel than Balcazar. Yep, 7.8, 8.83. Pit strategy fast. You got nothing to lose. Right, by the time she comes in, Balcazar will just come out. Perfect timing there, actually. I'm a masterful genius. Right, high. You're going to be overtake, push. Right, you're going to be pushing... as the old Top Gear would say, like a stabbed rat. Whereas Balcazar, you're pushing, you're up into third. Oh, they're on inters. Okay. Wrong call, Sonny Jim. It's not inters yet. It's still fully soaked. So you know what? You're pushing like a stabbed rat. We've got to use this now because it's rapidly getting drier now. We've got to use this wet period where it's still soaked. Balcazar up into first. There we go. Continue pushing. Right, we are burning daylight here. We are burning wetness on the track. Because we've got to get a big enough gap now where we're going to pit and still hopefully be in a decent position. Same for Pernay. I don't know why I've not got it on attack, actually. Up into 10th. She is rapidly catching back up into this race. Things just got interesting, boys. Alonzi, let's go. Fastest lap of the Grand Prix from Balcazar. She is killing it on track right now. It's still wet, so we're still going on as is. Probably the end of this lap might be the perfect crossover period for Inters, but we'll see. We'll see. At the moment, going to continue on. Let's put in for Inters. Okay, I agree. Let's follow what you're saying. Right, fuel-wise, do we go to the end? We can't even go to the end. Actually, we can. We can go to... Ooh, 8.8. 8.8. 8.8. 6, 7... Oh, just enough to go to the end. Do the tyres go to the... Oh. This is interesting. We could go to the end of the Grand Prix, perhaps. Balanced. Okay, let's try this. Going to the end of the Grand Prix, it looks like. You're going to pit as well. Inters. 9 laps. You can definitely go to the end, Pernay. Fast pit stop for you. Let's risk it again with you, shall we? Attack in. Attack in. Right, let's go. Low fuel now as we come into the pits. Right, pit stop. Good pit stop. Medium fuel. Pushing. Right, you're in. There was... Ooh, a mistake on the pit stop for the tyres. Plus 7 seconds. I wanted to risk it because we need to try and risk it with her. Right, medium fuel. Right, I'm going to the end now. I'm going to the end. I've decided that's what we're doing. So I need to look after this fuel. Use a bit of high fuel right now, but I need to look after it and make sure I don't screw this up. But at the moment, we're very good with Balcazar up into 4th. Yeah, looking very decent. Very decent indeed. Right, Balcazar up into 1st place of the Grand Prix. Oh my god. Oh my god. Right, Espinosa just set the fast out of the Grand Prix. She is 5th. Or he's 5th. I don't know. Right. 5 laps remaining. My heart is pounding. We need to control this. And oh, 2nd place is rapid. Sharp is catching us. This is going to be so tough. It's going to be so tough. She's catching us at a rate of knots. She's saving fuel, though, whereas we're not. We're not saving fuel. That's going to be my only saving grace here, that we're not saving fuel. Oh, here comes Sharp. Right now, the thing is, I'm pushing the fuel because, well, we've got more fuel to burn than Sharp probably, but she's pushing her tyres. So I'm hoping I can maybe just wear out her tyres. Hopefully. If I can just keep on doing this, like, even if she overtakes us, maybe if she just wears out her tyres way too much and I just keep mine in good nick, we can come through towards the end and keep this. We've got 3 laps remaining, 3.42 on fuel. So I'm going to go high right now. Save a little bit of fuel here, just at the moment. Continue overtake mode. We're going to yo-yo effect, basically, with Balcazar. This is nerve-wracking times, though. We're just about ahead of Sharp. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. This is nerve-wracking. Right, 2.5 laps remaining of fuel. 2 laps remaining in the Grand Prix. Go high again to save a tiny bit more fuel to use later on in the last dying embers of this race. Where's Pernay? She comes across the line. All right, she's just about perfect on fuel, so I have to go down to high for her. Let's go attacking. For Balcazar, she's got enough tyre wear to push now, I'd say. Yeah, let's go pushing now. Right, high fuel mixture now as we come across the line. Yeah, this will be bang on, I think. Attack, attack. Right, she's on low fuel. She needs to go medium, but she can attack. Where is she? That looks about 0.7, I would say. That looks about 0.7 for Pernay. Back to Balcazar, though. She's still in 1st place. Come on, baby. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Attack. Overtake mode. Come on. Yes. Across the line. Come on. Come on. There we go. 1st place. Our 1st win in this championship. Get in. Get in. We've won the Grand Prix. Actually, I don't remember. Have we won a Grand Prix before? It's been so long since we've been doing well that I can't even remember if we've won a Grand Prix in this championship before. But 1st place in the Australian Grand Prix. What an episode. 3rd place and 1st. Smash the like button, guys. Let's try and aim for over 1,000 likes on this one, because this has been a very, very successful episode for us. Get in. 1st place. 10th for Pernay. Obviously, she started in 19th, so I think an admirable performance from Pernay to get into 10th place. Because Balcazar had to get 4th to 1st. She went 19th to 10th. So I think Pernay actually drove better than Balcazar in that race. But 1st place, awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. So, scrutineering obviously fine. We're not using any risky parts. And so that will mean 8 points there. First place, love it. So Balcazar moves up into 4th in the Drivers' Championship. 3rd place back in the Constructors. Nice stuff with 7 points there. What an episode. And it panned out. We did 3rd or above for the sponsor target. Vamoose, I think it was. So that was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Awesome. There we go. 800k. We're already back to the money we had before that final engine change build. Awesome stuff. Engine's built as well. Oh, it's feeling good, boys. Last episode next time out is going to be a good one, I think. You know, we're going to really finalize these last plans for the car for next season. But everything's starting to look a little bit more up now. So smash the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. What a fantastic episode that has been. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. If you're new around here, then do get subscribed for more F1 related videos. I've been aarava. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day. And I'll see you guys next time.